Welcome to Strength Supersets. Today's workout is going to be an absolute blast. What we have in store for you is approximately 8 or 9 different exercises that we're going to do one exercise at a time. We have 3 rounds of 10, so we're going a little more traditional in our set and repetition scheme that is, for today. We're keeping the volume a little bit lower than what we've done in previous videos. The purpose is to get a good workout in, intensity-wise, but bring back that volume. Let our bodies, let our bodies rejuvenate a little bit. We've been working pretty hard over the past couple of weeks, the past couple of months here, or probably about 6 or 7 weeks since the shutdown, or 8 weeks since the shutdown was in full gear. So want to make sure that we're giving our bodies an opportunity to appreciate a lower volume workout, and that's what we're doing for today. Again, 3 rounds of 10, 8 or 9 different exercises, full body. What we'll need for today is, for the warm-up, we'll need a foam roller, or if you don't have a foam roller, you can certainly grab a baseball or a lacrosse ball or a golf, whatever you have available to you. If you don't have anything available to you, you can certainly start off with crocodile breathing, as I have shown in many of the other previous videos that we've done. What we'll need for the actual workout part will be a kettlebell and or dumbbell, a band, and or your body weight. Now, while we go through the exercises, I will demo them one by one as we go through the workout. I will also demo different variations or different alternatives for your equipment that you may have available to you, and of course, to take into account maybe some limitations that we may have. Also, at the end, we'll do about a 3 to 5 minute cool down, and then we'll get your rest of your day started. Are you ready to rock and roll? Here we go. Let's go ahead and grab our foam roller. This is the foam roller, just in case you do not know what it is. This is what we call a foam roller. You can get something like this, and I don't have them for sale myself. You can buy them for a more inexpensive one for about 20 bucks. Or if you want to get a really good one, you can pay more money. All right, starting with the glute, we will cross our leg over and we'll roll back and forth on the glute. So we're in a figure 4 position. We're going to roll from the bottom of the glute to the top of the glute. We'll give a good sweep here across, about 10 reps. If you find any spots that kind of hurt, go ahead and just give a shorter rep range and focus on that trigger, what we call trigger points, spots that kind of hurt. Should feel a pretty good massage. All right, switch sides. Grab the ankle, cross the ankle over the knee, rolling back and forth. Again, focus on those trigger points if you have them. You can certainly play with the angle of which you are rolling. See if there's any other spots on the glute that activate that trigger point. If you want to focus on those. If we can help that trigger point loosen up, we can help restore a better muscle function and better muscle quality. All right, now we'll do our latissimus dorsi muscle. That'll be the part that's right behind and right below the armpit. It's that big back muscle that we see. That looks like a wing. I'm just going to go back and forth. You can also turn a little more and get it in there a little bit more. A
1 foot above. I know I was kind of going 1 foot behind. You can also go forward. You can use both legs to help propel you back and forth. You won't see a big range of motion here, but a lot of effect for sure. You know, getting a little bit of a trigger point right there. All right, switch sides. Here we go. All right. Again, going from just under the armpit to a little bit lower than the armpit. So not going very far. You should not feel like you're hitting your rib cage at all. If you want to just stay on the armpit or right behind the armpit, you can certainly do that as well. All right, next we will hit our calf muscle. So with the calf muscle, we'll go back and forth. I'm going to cross my legs. You can certainly do both at the same time. I'm going to cross my legs to get a little bit more pressure on the muscle. That'll help with that massage and help loosen that muscle up. Again, 10 reps or about 20 to 30 seconds. You can certainly spend, if you had a lot of trigger points, you can certainly spend more time. But for the sake of time, we're only going to spend about 20 to 30 seconds or about 10 repetitions or so on each leg. And rolling from the top of the lower leg all the way down to the ankle. Right now I'm focusing on the meaty part of the calf. You can certainly do it in sections, which is kind of what I'm doing. Doing the meaty part of the calf, both sides, and then hitting the bottom part just above the ankle. All right, last thing we're gonna do, our quad. So you go one at a time or both at the same time. You can certainly go off your elbows both at the same time. I like to do one just because it hits the massage a lot better. And you can also take 1 foot off the ground and still do one leg. That definitely brings down the pressure. All right, you can also get into the hip as well if you're doing this. If you're following along, go ahead and switch sides. If that is, you're doing one leg at a time. And you can get into the hip if needed. Going from the bottom of the hip or into the hip to the top of the knee, right above the knee. Ooh. Focus on those trigger points if you have them. All right. That'll conclude the foam rolling part. Next, we'll do half kneeling hip flexor stretch. Today, we'll be in a tall or half kneeling, which is one knee in front, 1 foot in front, both feet on the ground. Let me back up just a hair. So backing up just a hair. I'm going to lean in a little. Today I'm going to come up and over to get that stretch. Back out of it, come in, up and over. That's 2. Relax it. Back in, breathe out, up and over. That's 3. Relax it. Drive in, up and over. That's 4. Let's do a couple more. In, up and over. That's 5. You're going to feel that hip stretch and probably that last stretch as well. 5. Lean in, up and over, and 6. Let's go ahead and switch sides. All right, lean it in, up and over, 1. Relax it, lean in, up and over, that's 2. Relax it, lean in, up and over, that's 3. Lean in, up and over, that's 4. Lean in, up and over, hold it for a good 2 count, and relax it. That's 5. Let's do one more. Lean in, hold, up and over, hold, and relax it. Good deal. Laying on your side next. Today we will do sideline leg raise. We will bring the top foot up in the air, hold for kind of 1 or 2, and back down. With this one, the foot is not twisting out. The foot is going to stay forward. Ready? Up and down, that's 2. Up and down, that's 3. Up and down, that's 4. Up and down, 5. Up and down, 6. Let's go to 8. Up and down, 7. Up and down. That's number 8. Switching sides. All right. Up and down, that's 1. Up and down, that's 2. Up and down, that's 3. Up and down, that's 4. Up and down, that's 5. Keeping that leg straight. Up and down, 6. 2 more. Up and down, that's 7. Up and down, that is certainly number 8, the last one. Next will be glute bridges, laying on our back. From here, what we'll do is we'll get into what's called hook line position, which is knees in the air, feet on the ground, laying on your back. From here, we're going to do one leg today. So we're going to raise one leg, and we're going to push the leg, our hips up in the sky, and down. We're going to do 5 of these on each side. Up, down, and that's 2. Should feel like glute squeeze, but we're going to focus on us pushing the foot through the ground. And 3, and 4, and number 5. Relax it and switch. And up and down. 1. Up and down. 2. Up and down. 3. Up and down. 4. Last one will be up and down. That would be number 5. Next, we'll be staying in that same position, and we will do floor slides. So, arms on the ground. Now, if you're in a rug or something like that, where you can't bring your arms up and down, you can certainly hold this position and get a good stretch out of it. If you have linoleum or you have a hardwood floor and you can slide, go for it. We're going to keep those hands and elbows on the ground while we slide up and then slide back. We also want to do our best to keep that low back stuck to the ground. Up and back. Up and back. Up and back. That's 4. Up and back. That's 5. Up and back. That's 6. Let's do 2 more. Up and back. That's 7. Up and back. That is number 8. Next, we will be doing spider lunge. Spider lunge will be coming from this position here, so almost like you're about to do a push-up. Then we'll bring up one foot next to the pinky of the hand. I'm going to back up just a tad. So
You guys can see a little bit better, so that foot is up, heels flat on the ground. We will rotate towards that front foot, or front knee, rotate the shoulders, extend the arm, and put that hand back down the ground, and switch sides. Do it again, and switch, rotate, extend, down. Switch, rotate, extend, down. Switch, rotate, extend, down. Switch, rotate, extend, down. And switch, rotate, extend, down. Switch, you're going to use your abs to rotate the shoulders. And down, one more on each side. And last one. All right, good deal. Next, we will have, let me move this back a little. We will have toe touch the frog squat, or infant squat, as some might call it. Basically, we're gonna keep our knees relatively straight, bend over, get a good hamstring stretch, grab our toes, drive our hips down into a squat, hips up, and drive down into a squat, hips up, down to a squat. Want to keep good posture while we do this as we drive down and down. Want to start to drive our chest up towards the sky as you sit. Let's go, 2 more. Drop down, up. Should feel a pretty good hamstring stretch at the top and back down. All right, lateral lunge, side to side. Feet are nice and wide. For this is going to be more of like a lateral squat than an actual lateral lunge. A lateral lunge would be literally stepping into it, but we'll keep our feet wide, and we're going to go ahead and squat off to one side, stand up in the middle, squat off to the next side, stand up in the middle. While we do this, we're going to keep our posture, our alignment of our back. However, it is okay that our body comes down. Think of it almost like a half deadlift. Going side to side here. We got 2 more on each leg. 1 more on each leg. Gonna feel like you're sitting far back on each leg. Here we go, good work. And last particular exercise that we're going to do for the warm-up will be the deadlift. So we're gonna go hips back, stand up, act like you're doing a straight, regular deadlift, like an RDL type deadlift. If you want a little more advanced, certainly stagger stance, 1 foot behind, both feet are forward, hips back, hands up, stand up. Of course, we'll do both sides on this one. And if you want the full version and follow along with me, you certainly can. With the back leg being in the air. If you're not comfortable with that, but you want to try it, make sure you're next to a wall to be able to catch yourself. All right, here we go. Grab on the ground with the foot. Back leg comes up and reach the hands in the air, hips through. Back leg comes up, reach the hands in the air, hips through. And 3, drive it through. And 4, we'll go 1 more. And 5, switch sides. Here we go. 1 and 2. Drive that back leg up, hands up, hips through, and 3. And 4, that hands above the head will help your posture as you do this. And 5. All right, get some water, and we're gonna go into the workout. I will turn up the tunes off my phone. All right, our very first exercise of the day is going to be 1-arm kettlebell swing or a regular kettlebell swing, whichever you feel is better for you. I'll show both versions and of course a couple of alternates. So, kettlebell swing as seen in previous videos.
hips back, pop the hips through, regular. If you are going to do single arm, you'll grab by one arm, other hand can be on the hip or behind the low back or on the hip, whatever you want to do with it. Motion's the same, pop the hips through. And of course, you'll do both sides. Now with this one, if you're doing one arm at a time, instead of doing 10 on each arm, you'll do 5 on each arm for a total of 10 reps, where we will do three sets or 3 rounds of it. If you have all you have is a dumbbell, you can certainly hold it vertically by the handle and go through the same motion. Or if you have 2, you can do clean, pop the hips, catch, and squat. Or if you have no weights at all, you can certainly do a drop squat, bringing your feet wide, and speed, going through for speed. Or if you have any joint issues and you still need to do a body weight exercise, you can certainly do speed squats, just not leaving the ground at all and going through those squats quickly as you can. The whole point of this is going quick. All right, 3 different rounds of this same exercise. We're not doing anything else with this. We're focusing on one exercise at a time. However, the rest is going to be relatively small. So as soon as you're ready to go, you can follow along with me if you want, or if you're ready to go before I'm ready to go, you can certainly go a little faster. If you need or on the opposite end, if you feel like you need a little bit more rest, go ahead and take that rest and catch up as you see fit. All right, I'm gonna start off with the one arm at a time. Are you ready? Grab your weight and let's get kettlebell swinging. Hips back, pop through, good posture. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. All right, let's go ahead and switch it. Put that weight on the ground, grab with the other hand, and here we go. Pop it through. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 5. All right, shake it out real quick. We're gonna take 20 to 30 seconds or so. Let that heart rate come back down, and then we're right immediately back into it. This wastes very little time here. Choose your variation that you want or have access to or whatever it might be. All right, round number 2, ready. Grab your weight and go. Hips back, pop through. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. Set that weight down to exchange, and pop the hips through. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. Cool. So that's 5 on each side. Remember to keep good posture. Spine stays in neutral alignment as we're doing a deadlift motion, hips back, popping through. We do not want to round our shoulders forward at all. If you're having trouble with that, while you're grabbing the kettlebell, grab the kettlebell and act like you're trying to rip it down like this. That'll help engage your lat muscles and keep the shoulders back. All right, this time I'm going to do one arm at a time. I was going to switch, but I'll continue with one arm at a time here. All right, grab your weight, ready, stand with it. Of course, if you're doing this at home, be somewhere where if you accidentally let go, you're not going to damage anything. I do not recommend doing what I'm doing in the apartment or in the house. All right, hips back, pop through. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. Switch sides. Get ready and go. Hips back, pop through. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Pop as hard as you can. 5
brief break and get some water. Next exercise will be push up the downward dog. Now there's a couple ways you can do this, and I'll show that right now. Let me bring up my towel a little closer to the camera. I know sometimes it's hard to hear, so I don't have an earpiece, and I'm working on getting one. However, different versions of this, we can certainly go modified regular push-up. So just a regular push-up. We can go regular push-up, or if you want to do the push-up to downward dog, you would go push-up to butt in the air, heels towards the ground. That'll be the advanced version of the day. Again, 3 rounds of 10. Don't let your belly sag on the push-up. If anything, try to push your hips up first as you're doing the push-up. Regardless of whatever position you're in, we want to keep that pressure off the back. We also want to make sure our abdominals are doing its job. All right. Of course, we got a commercial on the Pandora station. Shocker. All right, ready? Here we go. And push down, push up, and up and do a push-up. 1, or up and do a downward dog. 2, and 3. Drop it down, and 4. Press it out, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 9, and number 10. Shake it out for a sec, then we're going to go right into that second round. Should feel like you're doing the full version. Should feel like you're getting a good push up in, working the chest, working the triceps, and of course, as you're doing the downward dog, getting the shoulder work as well. All right, if you are ready, second round. Here we go. Push up and downward dog. 1. Push up and downward dog. 2 and 3. And push up, downward dog. 4 and 5 and 6. Again, don't let the belly sag. And 7, 8, 9. Last one. And 10. Relax. Take a few seconds here. You may find that you need a little more rest after the second round. That's okay. Push-ups are hard to do in a straight set fashion. Be ready for that next round. So take what you need, let that heart rate come down. All right, shake it out. Are you ready to rock and roll? All right, here we go. Get ready, get mentally ready, get in position, and here we go. Push up and downward dog. 1 and 2. Choose your variation. You do not have to follow along with me. 3, 4, 5. Go at your pace. 6, 7, 3 more. 8, 9. Last one. And 10. All right, shake it out, get some water. I'm gonna move the towel back again. Actually, I'm gonna move it back. I was a little ahead of myself on the workout. Next we have a side plank and leg raise, or different variation, depends on what you're comfortable with. So as we're going through this, as you're taking your break, I'll explain. Side plank to leg lift, so you can go feet staggered or stacked, either way. Hips up and one leg up and down. So that will be the leg lift. Or if you want, you can go reach under and reach for the crossbody reach. Or if you just want to hold the plank, you can certainly hold the plank for the time it takes everyone else to go through the repetitions. And of course, if you need to modify, put the feet behind you and go from your knees. You can certainly go from your knees. All right, are you in position? Ready, set, we got 10 on each side. Ready, go. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, 7, 8, 9, and last one, 10. Your body should also be straight from your shoulders all the way down to your ankles. Switch sides. This will be more of like a straight superset because we're doing two rounds of the same exercise but on different sides. So hips up and down. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, 8, 9, and 10. Back to the other side. All right, back to the original side. If you need a quick breather, take it. If you're ready to go, get a move on, get going, get after it. All right, hips up and go. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, 7. If you need to increase intensity, hold it. 8, and 9, hold it in the air. And last one, 10. All right, switch sides. All right, let's go for it. Feet staggered or staggered or stacked, either way. Hips up, ready, and go. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5. Up and 6, 7. Again, hold it if you want to increase the intensity. 8, 9, and 10. We'll be feeling this exercise, by the way, in the obliques. All right, if you are ready, get going, get moving. If you feel like you need a couple seconds, regroup, go ahead and go for it. Take that couple seconds to regroup. All right, follow along with me. Be ready, get up, and get moving. 1, and down, up, and down. 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7. Just a couple more. 8, 9, and last one, and 10. Final set of this. All right, hips up. Let's get going. Up and down. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. You can certainly hold the hand up in the air too. And 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. Give it a good hard pause at the top. 9, and 10. All right. Get some water. Wipe off any sweat, of course. Next exercise will be a variation, I'm going to show a couple different things that we can do of either a split squat, a reverse lunge, or even a rear foot elevated squat, or a one-legged squat rather. Now, one-legged squat, if you feel like you have if you feel like you're an advanced exerciser, you can certainly stand on one leg and do a mini squat and then stand up. And we'll do that on both legs. Go as low as you possibly can. We'll do 10 reps on that. If you have a sturdy chair, if you have a sturdy chair to sit onto, that's low enough where you can get some good depth, go ahead and do so. I would recommend something that might be either at mid-thigh to knee level, just depends on how comfortable you are doing the exercise. Of course, the higher the chair, the higher the elevation, the easier the exercise will be. I'm not going to demo that because I have nothing low enough that's sturdy enough to hold me. That's just a variation that we can do. Another thing that we can do, again, if you have a sturdy chair, I'll use my recliner as an example here. And I'll actually move my camera down so you can see a little bit better. One leg up on the chair, and then dropping down into a squat and stand up. This is probably the version that I'll do, provided that my hip will hold up on this. And then of course drop it down and then stand up. That'll be 10 reps on each side. And of course, if you're not comfortable doing any of those, we can certainly do either a reverse lunge, holding a weight, either 2 dumbbells, 1 dumbbell here, a kettlebell, 2 or 1, any variation of where you want to hold it's going to work here. And of course, doing a reverse lunge or a split lunge. Either way will work with this one. Again, 10 reps on each side. I'm going to fix the camera back up a little. All right. Actually, let me bring it back down, so I'm going to do the split. There we go. All right, I'm also going to change the song too. All right, rear foot elevated lunge is what I will do. You can follow along with either of the variations that you just saw. Again, front foot will be on the ground. You can't see my foot, but the foot is on the ground here. We're going to drop as low as we possibly can. 10 different reps. But if you have weights to use, you can certainly use some weights. Just drop it down and stand up. 1 and 2 and 3. Drop it down and 4. Drop it down and 5. Drop it down and 6. You can go laces down or put your toes into the whatever you're putting your feet on. And 6 and 7 and 8. Drop down as low as you can. 9 and 10. Switch sides. Again, laces down or feet down, either way. Here we go. Drop it down. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7. I'm going to fix my position here and drop it down. 8. 2 more. 9. Last one. Drop it down, drop it down, drop it down, and 10. All right, shake it out. Then we'll do the other side again. Now, for me, I don't have dumbbells light enough to try this with. I'm going to add on, a little trick we can do is add on a band to make it a little more challenging. All right, I'm going to do this one again, and I possibly might do a different version, like reverse lunges or something with weights for the next one. All right. Are you ready? Next round, get ready to go. Foot up on the deck here, and drop it down, and stand it up. 1 and 2. If you need to make the intensity higher, go ahead and hold at the bottom. 3, drop it down, hold, and 4, keep the chest up in the sky. Drop it down, hold, and 6, and 7, and 8, drop it down, and 9, and last one, and 10. All right, switching sides. And I did a little bit bigger step here. All right, are you ready? Get moving. Also, I don't recommend doing this on a recliner like I'm doing. I'm doing it for the sake of showing you how to do it. I don't want anybody too off balance or too off kilter here. All right. And of course, if you're not comfortable putting your foot up on a chair or something like that, do the split lunges or the split squats. I definitely showed those at the beginning for everyone to be able to choose that over this if that's not your comfort level. All right, here we go. Drop it down. Hold if you need to. 1. Drop it down. Hold if you need to. 2. And 3. And 4. Get as low as you can. And 5. And drop it down. Hold. And 6. Drop it down. Hold. And 7. Drop it down. Hold. And 8. 2 more. 9. Last one. And 10. All right. This time, I'm going to show a regular reverse lunge, just to get a little more stimulus with the weight. That's just for my own self. You can continue doing whatever variation that you want, though. All right. You can use certainly any type of implement that you want. I'm going to use a kettlebell. And I'm going to hold it goblet style. All right, reverse lunging, ready? Reverse lunge, and stand up. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. All the way to 10. Here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Of course, you can always pause at the bottom. And 10, if you need to make it harder. We'll switch to the other side. This will be the last round of this particular exercise. All right, be ready for it. Go start when you feel like you're ready. Yeah. You can do this with body weight. You can do this with dumbbells, kettlebell, either way. Here we go. Reverse up, drop down, stand up. 1. Drop down, stand up, drive the chest up. First 2. And 3. And 4. And 5. 5 more. 6. 7. 8. Last 2. 9. Last 1. And 10. All right, get some water. All right. Our next exercise is going to be split row. So if you have kettlebells or dumbbells, you're certainly going to want to be able to do this. We're only going to need one. Grab one hand, hips back, split stance just like this, chest over knee, and pull the weight to the bottom of the chest. Again, chest over knee, pull the weight to the bottom of the chest, both feet stay forward. One dumbbell, if you have a heavy one with one, probably a 20, 30, 40, or 50 pound dumbbell. Just depends on what your strength level is. And of course, if you do not have a kettlebell or a dumbbell, what we'll do, if you have a band, you can certainly use a band, step in, and we'll just do regular straight sets with a bilateral or double row. And if you don't even have that, then bent over tees will work just fine. You can do variations like hold it at the top, pause, give a good squeeze to make it harder. All right, if you're ready, grab your weight. All right, 10 reps each side. We're gonna continuously go until we're done. If you need breaks, take them. Reverse lunge, chest over knee, and row. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, 8, and 9. Last one, and 10. Set that weight down, shake it out. Take a couple seconds if you need it. Wipe off any sweat, and grab in the other side. Let's go. Reverse lunge, chest over knee, and row. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7. Keep posture, shoulders back. 8, and 9, and 10. Now with this one, we want to make sure that the spine is neutral. We're not super hyperextended, and we're also not rounding our shoulders. We're in this position here. Even with a split stance, we want to feel like we're getting into a deadlift, or we're about ready to run, like we're about ready to sprint. All right, grab your weight. Good posture when you pick it up off the ground. Hips back, here we go, chest tall. Row. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, 7, 8. Give it a good squeeze at the top. 9, and 10. Whew. And switching sides. Now, by decreasing the amount of rest is exactly what we're doing here. Instead of doing supersets with different exercises and what have you, we're decreasing the rest, the amount of rest that the muscles have, and thereby making it harder. All right, grab your weight. 1 foot back, chest over the knees. Good posture, and row. 1, and 2, and 3. Give a good squeeze at the top, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 9. Last one, and 10. So that's some of the ways to make the exercise harder, is if we pause at the top, give it a good hard squeeze, we'll certainly increase the intensity of the exercise, and also by slowing down the rep, we'll increase the intensity of the exercise as well. That's called what we call time under tension. All right, final round of the rows. If you're ready, go ahead and grab your weights. Grab, stand, get in position, and row. Pull it, squeeze it. 1, and 2, and 3. Pull it, squeeze it. 4, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 9, and 10. Wow.
certainly starting burning for me.
All right, take a second breather. Want to make sure that we're metabolically capable of doing the next set. That meaning our heart rate comes back down just a tad. All right, when you're ready, grab your weight and let's get moving. And grab, good posture off the grab. Leg back, hips back, chest over knee, and pull, squeeze, and down. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 9. Last one, and 10. Whew. Shake it out, get some water if you need to. All right, next exercise. We have band, front flies, and side flies. For this one, you'll use a TheraBand, just like this. You want to make sure you have the ends free so you can grab. If you have a band or like a thinner tube with handles, you can certainly use that. If you have 3 or 5 pound dumbbells, you can certainly use that for these as well. All right. We'll give it a couple more seconds of rest here, and then we'll move on into the exercise. We have about 2 more exercises to do. Where are we at time here? Getting close to the end, so we'll speed this up here. All right. Front flies, side flies. We'll do 10 of each. We got 3 rounds. Ready? Actually, we'll do 2 rounds because we're doing 2 different exercises essentially. All right. So, lateral raise, arms up, hold, and down. Again, use the implements that you have. If you have no weights, you can certainly do the motion and just go ahead and give it a good hard hold at the top. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Coming up in the front now. Thumbs up or hands, palms down, either way. So this way as well. 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 9, and 10. Shake it out real quick if you need to. All right. Next set, raise it up. 1, and 2, and 3. Give it a good hard pause. And 4, and 5, and 6, 7, 8, 9. Should be burning the shoulders pretty good. And 10. Next, coming up in front. 1, and 2, and 3. We'll shake it out. And 4, and 5. Shake it out. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, shake it out. We got our next exercise, which will be deadlifts. So if you have a band, you can do a band deadlift, or if you have 2 dumbbells or a kettlebell. If you have 2 dumbbells, you'll certainly hold the dumbbell or the dumbbells off to the side like so, and hips back, and then hips through for that RDL deadlift.
If you have one big kettlebell, we'll go like this. Same thing, hips back, stand up. And of course, what I actually had written out for today was a different variation of this called pickups. Now for this, typically we set the weight on the ground, but for the sake of time, I'm just gonna keep the weight holding in the hand. Now, this is like a hybrid version between doing a one-leg deadlift and a split stance deadlift. I'll do 8 to 10 reps of this. You can do your variation. If you want to follow along with me, you can certainly can. If you do, you're gonna need something to slide that slides, either a slider or a towel on the linoleum floor or something like that. All right, so grab one dumbbell or a kettlebell. From here, we're just gonna come back, drop down into that same stance that we had for the split rows, and then stand up. Bend the knee a little bit, and back through one, that's 2. And 3, this is called pickups. And 4. And 5. We'll do 3 more. 6. And 7. Last one. And 8. All right. So now we'll get into the other side. Again, the chest is going to come down and stay over the knees if you're trying this one out. Stay in good posture. You should feel this in the front, the leg stays in front. You just feel it in the glute and the hamstring of this leg, and a little bit in the quad. The front heel stays on the ground. All right, slide it back and back up. 1, my hip doesn't like this, so I'll finish this set and then I'll probably drop it to a regular deadlift. And 2. And 3. And 4. And 5. Notice I'm not going down so far. My arthritic hip on this side doesn't like it. And 5. And 6. 2 more. And 7. 1 more. Slide that leg back. Chest over the knees. And 8. So that's certainly a different variation. The next couple of sets, I'm going to do a band deadlift. You can certainly continue doing that if you want. Step in the band, or use your dumbbells if you have it, or kettlebell, whatever you want to use. Grab down the band, put your hands in the loops, grab down the band if you want more resistance. All right, here we go. Stand it up, hips through 1, drop it back, and 2. Drop it back, ride the ground with the toes, 3. And 4. And 5. 6. 7. 8. Dropping down, hands to about knee height or slightly below. 9. Keep good posture. And 10. All right. Shake it out for a sec. We got 1 more round. Now, we are a few minutes past an hour of time. So if you need to leave and get to work, go for it. If you want to stay and finish the workout out, if you want to stay tuned, you're more than welcome. All right, grab the band again. Step in, grab down the band. You can loop your arms through. I actually would recommend looping your hands through first. That way, if you have a less of a chance of letting go here. Grab the ground with the feet and stand up. 1, hips back, and 2,
Push back, and 3. Slow it down the rep if you need more intensity. And 5. And 6. And 7. And 8. And 9. Last one. And 10. All right, let's go ahead and cool down. Long stride. We'll stay standing for this one. Back heel on the ground. We're going to lean it in. Hands up in the air. And breathe into the diaphragm. Breathe in. And breathe out. 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 Switching sides. Lean it in. Legs or hips forward. Arms up. Breathe in. And out. In. And out. In. And out. In. And out. We got one more. Again, you should feel that stretch in the hip and in the calf. In. And out. Last thing we're going to do on the floor. Get your mat or towel ready, or just go straight on the floor. You got arms. Slide the kettlebell a little bit so you can see my arms. Arms at a T just like this. Just gonna go ahead and hold this position. Get a good chest stretch. I'm just gonna breathe in and breathe out. 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 Last one, breathe in, feel the chest stretch. And breathe out. All right, that concludes today's straight set strength workout. Thanks everyone for tuning in. I'm Coach Adam. This is production by Brown Fitness and Performance. If you've enjoyed the workout, please share it and like it. The more people we can help, the more we're going to be true to our mission, helping change lives one rep at a time. And of course, if you'd like to attend some of our upcoming events, we have one this Saturday. It is a remote happy hour, which we'll talk about fitness or other topics that anyone wants to talk about, as long as it is family friendly or G-rated. Want to make sure we keep it positive. But we're just looking to have some fun, and you can certainly, where unfortunately I cannot physically provide food, but you're more than welcome to bring your own food, bring your own drinks, or bring your own, when I say drinks, you can interpret that the way you want. I'm certainly talking about sodas, or I'll call them sparkling waters, if you will. And of course, on May 23rd, I'll be doing another seminar at 1 p.m. If you'd like to attend those, drop me a message that says seminar in it, and I will get you those details. Thanks for tuning in. Again, I'm Coach Adam. This has been a production by Brown Fitness and Performance. We will see you on the next workout, which will be Saturday, tomorrow at 8:30 a.m.